This one is my mother's. That one's for my grandfather. This one for my mom. I've grown up with my grandma, my grandpa before he died. I was raised by them because my mom died and my dad was nowhere to be found. My name is Nkirote Yvonne Chaka Chaka. People call me Yvonne. All my life I've grown up knowing that my dad was dead. I think the soldiers that worked with my dad said he died working for the army. I'm like, no dad, no mom. Was I just an orphan?
It began as small individual cases. They involve men who came to Kenya as soldiers on duty to train and become battle ready. In the course of their training, they father children. The women and children who've been abandoned by their soldiers brought their issues to me. Yvonne was a very interesting case. In Yvonne's birth certificate, there was no father's name ever listed. Her grandma has little to no trace of information. I was quite certain that we would be able to find Yvonne's father.
Kevin told me that they would help me try to find my dad. So I was like, what is he saying? Doesn't he know that my dad is dead?
The only way of holding the British Army into account would be to find solicitors and barristers in the UK to be able to put up their claims in the UK. I think James was this missing piece. I could see he was really passionate about seeking justice for these women and children.
The report says, the grandmother stated to me at the end of 2009 she was informed by others that the father had passed away. I didn't believe it. I did not believe that this bloke was dead. There are certain cases that stand out for whatever reason. It's like no other case that we've ever seen as a firm. But how the hell were we going to find this guy? We had to think outside the box a little bit and get creative.
Detectives working the case for decades say cutting-edge DNA testing allowed them to make a match.
He was tracked using DNA through a genealogy website.
The site identified someone who had the same great-great-great-great-grandfather as the killer. From there, investigators built an elaborate family tree and then used a process of elimination to zero in on suspects.
A fellow lawyer had this light bulb moment. What if we could take the tech used in the Golden State case and use it for Kenya in the family courts?
It's not DNA that I find particularly interesting. It's, I always say, looking for the evidence. It's finding solutions to problems. And this is a solution to a problem about who somebody is and where they come from.
We travel out to Kenya, armed with a suitcase full of DNA kits. On the first day, I'd met with, I think, 7 or 8 mothers, and the stories were all identical. And then day 2, another 6, 10, 12 people, and every day was the same. And then the cases started getting more and more challenging.
I'm just going to wipe it inside your cheeks.
After the first day, I remember going back to my room and thinking, how are we going to manage all of this? Because it's just so many. So we took these DNA samples in December, and it wasn't until the end of January, beginning of February, that they started to trickle through. We were completely taken aback.
We can see that we've got 16 allele in common at that marker, 14 in common, 15 in common.
Nothing like this has ever been done before, where you're engaging DNA testing on such a scale. We had no idea how many leads we'd get, and we were astounded how many good results. We had completely distant family members, we had relatively close family members, all the way up to the bullseye hit of fathers being named and identified. So each case does have a letter. We're going case A, case B, case C sequentially. We're now up to cases Q and R today. Case A. That's Yvonne, leading proceedings. This was a proper needle in the haystack.
When the results came back, we didn't find anything close enough to make an easy, direct relationship. But there was a distant match, yes.
So all of a sudden, this distant relative of Yvonne just pops up on Ancestry.com. So I sent her a few emails, and then nothing. Maybe a month went past, and then all of a sudden I get a call through from reception, and the lady says, "Oh, it's this relative on the phone."
I spoke to James on the phone, telling us that through my DNA, they'd found a relative in Kenya. It was a huge surprise.
She said that there was nobody in her family who had any connection whatsoever with the British Army or with Kenya or with Nanyuki, apart from two lads. Two guys who were the sons of her first cousin. And that was our way into this case.
My cousin said that both her sons are in Kenya, but only one of them was in the army.
If this is right, this guy has led his daughter to believe that he's dead, when he's very much alive.
Yeah, how can he be alive again? To just send someone to lie that he's dead. I feel disowned.
So this morning, we are dealing with Yvonne's case first. That's case A. This is our orphan, or not so orphan. So we issued this application 26th of June, and we're now the 3rd of December, and we still haven't found this bloke. So he's gone to ground. We can't find him. We've tried the best part of, what, a dozen times? 10, 11 times? Her dad is still evading us, we think. Now, we've had 3 different addresses for him. He seems to be moving around a lot. We've sent the bailiff round, I think about 10, 11 times now. Still can't pin him down.
So today's outcome for that case is we're going to try getting hold of his mother.
Let's get Granny in.
Get Granny and see what she'll tell us.
I feel a bit sorry summoning Granny to court.
Yeah, but
you haven't really got much
there's
of
no
a
alternative, really.
No reason. He might have a really good explanation as to why this 17-year-old girl believes that her dad is dead. Today is the 4th hearing that we've got in relation to the now 21 cases we've got in front of the judge. It might be that Yvonne's father just pops up at court today. I'll be very surprised if that happens. We're in front of the highest family court judge in the land. If you choose to ignore a high court order, there's going to be consequences for you. And ultimately, Yvonne deserves to know who her dad is. Out of nowhere. The last thing I'd expect was that, honestly. It was unheard of. I haven't had such an astounding day in court ever, I think. The man we've been chasing for months and months and months was just there opposite me, as if nothing had ever happened. I don't know whether it's guilt or shame or embarrassment or the fact we'd involved his family members or... I mean, we were applying to arrest him today. We're applying for a bench warrant.
He has agreed to a DNA test, and that will resolve it for him.
Either way.
You know, for everybody, so that one way or the other.
And now it's just the agonising wait to get the DNA results. It's your fundamental right to know who your family is, your identity, your heritage. And these young people are now in a situation whereby they can actually turn on a light for the first time in their lives to find out who their dads are, as is their right.
Your DNA, even when dead, still lives. Might not be through you, but through your living relatives. Your DNA will always be living. No matter how old we are, we always want to feel that we are a child to someone. We as human beings, we thirst for our heritage.
James, I've got these results for you. Would you like to have a look?
Oh my God. Yeah.
I think when we went to see her, we didn't have really any hope at all, did we? It's life-changing, isn't it?
I think we should tell her.
Yeah.
Hi, Yvonne. Can you hear us? See us?
Hi, Yvonne.
Pretty much fine, James.
How are you doing, Yvonne? Good. I wanted to call you today because we have some news for you. Yvonne, we found your dad. We didn't know what we'd get, but we were able to find him. And he's there. He's in England. I've met him. He's alive. How do you feel?
I'm just shocked because I never thought he would reveal himself after all those years.
We can't promise you anything. He's not obliged to do anything. It's up to him and his conscience. I can ask him, I can ask your father if you'd like to meet him. Would you want me to ask that?
If you want to meet me, then I also want to meet him. I'm ready.